Hi Libras, welcome back to Universe Within. I'm Lauren Taylor and this is your weekly reading for April the 18th through the 24th. Nailed it that time. I have not been able to get the date out. I just can't spit it out for some reason, but got it that time. I apologize you guys also for getting the videos up late this week. I had a really surprising busy day off, which is normally when I record the videos, so wasn't able to get any recording done, but I appreciate you guys being patient, and let's see what we have going on for you this week. I've already laid out your cards. I promised you I shuffled them really well, but I was having some issues with my video thing, so I had to restart, but I'm not going to lay out a new spread because this one is feeling good. So let's see what is going on for you guys this week. For your career and finance, we have transformation and the 9 of water. So I'm feeling like your career sector is undergoing a transformation and a healing for the better. I'm kind of feeling like this reading is going to be a bigger story, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move through the sections quickly, and then I'm going to come back and tie them all together because I'm thinking that it's going to be more of a all-encompassing reading than it is going to be about the different sectors. I don't think I should read it as career and finance, health and home, and love and whatever. I think it's all just one, so I'll just go through real quickly and tell you what you got for each of them. But that was your career and finance. For health and home, we have the Crone of Earth and the 8 of Air. Okay, now remember in the career one we had the 9 of Water, and that's getting 10 is the completion. So we have an 8 and a 9, so we're kind of we're nearing the completion of something, I'd say. With these two cards together, it's kind of like you've done the inner work to bring you to the point where you are ready to take on everything. Okay, this girl's kind of bringing on. She's in the cold. She's still in this fancy dress. She's got the gray hair, which symbolizes that she's been through a lot, but she's at inner peace with it to the point where she's able to take it. She can take on anything, and she's feeling it. She doesn't give a fuck what you throw at her. She can handle it. And remember, it's not gender specific here. It's just because I was referring to the woman on the picture. For your love and romance, we have the Elements and we have Samhain, which are two major arcana cards. And that just means that they, usually when people read major arcana cards, it's kind of a more serious energy or a bigger energy behind it. But the Elements comes up when we need to be reminded that we have all the tools and resources that we need inside of us to move forward. But then this is calling on your outside resources and calling on the spirit realm to come in and help us move forward. So, okay. The message I'm really getting is that you guys have recently gone through, I'm going to say for the majority of you have already gone through some sort of major transformation in your life. And you, or you're going through it right now, but you're aware that things are changing. You're aware of the transformation taking place. But because you have already been through so much in your life, most of you Libras, you have done the inner work and you know that you have the tools within you to move forward, or you're just discovering that through this transformation. But the fact of the matter is that you are internally prepared to move forward, and you're able, okay, because we have your outcome card here is the 2 of Air and the 10 of Earth. So you reach your goal. You're reaching the outcome, because that's the 10. And then we had that 8 and the 9 here, which were like doing the inner healing. Like they're both in a lotus, and it's like you had to do the inner work to get to the goal. And either you've done it already or you're doing it as we speak. And you're undergoing this transformation. And when you undergo like a healing, an internal healing, a spiritual healing like that, it is going to, or even physical healing, it's going to spill over into all of the aspects of your life, which is why I think this reading isn't presenting itself as the 4 sections like we normally do. It's kind of giving me just a big picture of what's going on and telling a story. And I think it's because whatever the healing and transformation that you're undergoing right now, you're seeing it heal and transform all these different areas of your life. And you're now aware that, you know, everything that's going on comes from you, and that you're in control of the choices you make, and that you're in control of the life you create, or the choices that you make creates the life that you have. And I think that you've realized that, and so you're living your life accordingly, or you are just now realizing that, and so you're ready to start living your life accordingly. Yeah, and I mean, you guys are Libras, so I think you guys have a good balance between using your own inner resources and then using your outer resources, or asking for help, or letting other people come into your life. I think the channels, you've opened up the channels for giving and receiving, and I just did a reading for Scorpio where they were having a hard time doing that. So maybe you could be in a relationship with a Scorpio where you guys are having, you know, some giving and receiving issues in your relationship, but it's looking like, as far as my Libras go, since you guys are the peacekeepers and the balance makers, it's looking like you're able to give and receive, or you know how to give and receive in a balanced manner, which, you know, keeps a flow of blessings coming in. But I really think you guys have undergone or are undergoing a serious personal internal transformation. And it's just really flowing over into all the aspects of your life, and you're just making choices now that to create the type of world that you want, and to create the life that you want, which is really cool. So let's go ahead and pick a oracle card reading to give you some energy to take with you. That's the way I use these cards. I'm doing the goddess card, the goddess deck again. I've been using it a lot this month, and I really like it. But the way I like to use this deck is I pick the card, and I take that energy with me for the week. So like if I pick the compassion card, then I'll know that being compassionate, carrying that energy with me, and being that will, you know, probably help me get through the week. It also kind of usually ties in everything from the tarot reading too, which is cool. But I like to use these cards as I'll get energy that I need to take with me and actually use as the week goes on. All right, Libra, what's your card? There are times where I just don't. When I'm doing it, happens more with oracle cards. It's easy to. Oh, all right, that's the one that wanted to come out. Well, like I was saying, sometimes you'll see me pick an oracle card and put it back. You really probably won't see me do that too much with the tarot cards, but it's just, since I'm only picking one card, it's easier for me to kind of just blank out for a second and not really be connected to the card that I'm picking. And if that's the case, then I put it back in and I try to reconnect with my shuffling in with my deck, and then I pick a card that I feel actual connection to instead of just blindly picking a card. But this is Pele, Divine Passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? And I think that y'all are figuring out what that is, and you're making the steps to move in that direction. And if you haven't figured out what that is yet, this reading is telling me, I mean, if you haven't figured it out yet, then you're going to. Because you really are undergoing this healing. So if you keep moving in the direction of your divine passions, or just your passions in life, you know, or you know what, I think that through this healing you're going to be able to find your divine passion in life. But again, what this is saying is be honest with yourself about what you're truly desiring. And after you go through this transformation and you heal and you wash away bullshit from the past, or like bullshit energies that aren't your own, that have kind of influenced where you are in the world, once you clear away all of that outside influence shit, you'll be able to see what it actually is that is your divine passion, and that is the life that you want to create, because you're wanting that and you're moving in that direction. And I think like once you get this last little leg of healing or whatever transformation it is that you're going through, this is what you'll get out of it. Okay. I'm going to pick one more oracle card for you guys for this week, and I feel like it's this one. And it's Athena, Inner Wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. And so, yeah, you guys, through this transformation, are learning what it is that you want out of life. And you just need to make sure you're making choices and taking the practicalities to bring your dreams into realities. And that you make sure you always are confident in knowing that you have everything you need to create the life that you need, internally and externally. Oh, yeah, okay, I think that's what these two cards are saying. I was kind of confused. I was like, because these are literally the opposite of each other, and I was a little confused, but I think that kind of makes sense, is that you really are in a place right now where you can have, you can start moving in the direction towards the life that you've always wanted, because you have the outside resources, which is this card. People, places, things, you know, that come in and help you. And this is everything that you have inside, the internal, you know, tools that you have, that you've done all of the healing work to get. Okay, so use that to create your world, to create your life, to find your divine passion. You know, use all that inner wisdom that you've gained, that you've earned. You've worked so hard and gone through so much to learn these life lessons. And they're going to bring you lots of blessings. So that's cool. All right, you guys, that is all I'm getting for this week. Check out the videos to your rising sign and moon sign so you can get a more full encompassing story for your week, reading for your week. Or you can message me for a personal reading. Those are 100% one-on-one, 100% private. And those range from $7 to $15. $7 gets you 3 cards. $10 gets you a 5-card reading, and $15 will get you a 10-card reading, where we can go in depth about a specific topic, or I can just lay cards out and see what comes up for you. If you're watching this from my YouTube, message me on Facebook and for a private reading, and I'll leave the link below. Otherwise, yeah, just get a hold of me if you're interested in that. Have a great week, you guys, and I'll see you next week.